A study in faith and perseverance. Caleb, one of the 12 spies sent by Moses to scout the land of Canaan, stands out in the biblical narrative for his unwavering faith and courage. His life offers profound lessons on faithfulness, trust in God, and the importance of perseverance. Here are some key lessons drawn from Caleb's story, supported by relevant scripture verses. Faithfulness in adversity. Caleb's story begins in Numbers 13, where Moses sends 12 spies into Canaan. While the majority of the spies return with a negative report, Caleb, alongside Joshua, maintains a positive outlook, trusting in God's promise. Numbers chapter 13 verse 30 says, "Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, 'We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it.'" Faithfulness in the face of adversity is crucial. Despite the overwhelming fear and doubt expressed by the other spies, Caleb stands firm, demonstrating that faith is not the absence of fear but the conviction that God is greater than any challenge we face. When we encounter obstacles, our response should be rooted in faith and a belief in God's promises. The power of a positive perspective. Caleb exemplifies the impact of a positive perspective grounded in faith. While others saw giants and insurmountable obstacles, Caleb saw opportunities for victory. In Numbers chapter 14 verse 6-9, Caleb and Joshua urged the Israelites, stating, "If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and he will give it to us." A positive perspective can transform our challenges into opportunities. When faced with daunting situations, choosing to focus on God's faithfulness and his ability to deliver us can inspire courage in ourselves and others. Caleb's faith-filled outlook encourages us to remember that God equips us for the battles we face. Courage to stand alone. Caleb's courage is evident when he stands alone against the majority. While the other 10 spies spread fear and discouragement, Caleb boldly voices his faith in God. Numbers chapter 14 verse 10 states, "But the whole assembly talked about stoning them." Despite this potential backlash, Caleb remains steadfast. Standing firm in our convictions can be challenging, especially when we find ourselves in the minority. Caleb's example teaches us the importance of courage, being willing to stand alone if necessary for what we believe is right. God honors such bravery, and often, it can inspire others to join us in faith. A legacy of faithfulness. Caleb's faithfulness results in a lasting legacy. When the Israelites finally enter the Promised Land decades later, Caleb, at the age of 85, approaches Joshua to claim his inheritance. In Joshua chapter 14 verse 10-12, he states, "So here I am today, 85 years old. I am still as strong today as the day Moses sent me out. I'm just as vigorous to go out to battle now as I was then." Caleb requests the land where the Anakim giants reside, demonstrating his unwavering faith. Our choices and faithfulness today will shape our legacy. Caleb's persistence serves as a reminder that faithfulness leads to rewards. When we remain steadfast in our walk with God, we not only impact our lives but also leave a legacy for future generations. Trusting God's timing. Caleb's journey highlights the importance of trusting God's timing. The Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years due to their disobedience. During this time, Caleb patiently awaited the fulfillment of God's promise. His unwavering faith during this prolonged period illustrates a deep trust in God's plan and timing. Trusting God's timing can be challenging, especially when faced with delays. Caleb teaches us the value of patience and faithfulness in waiting. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 reassures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Trusting in God's plan ensures that we align our timing with his perfect will.